Blindness is a curse in human, whether it is in grown-up or children. So, preventing becoming blind is the most important aspect of medical science today. The eye treatment has gone up to the heights due to many technological advancements. Today, we have with us Dr. Subhadra Jalali, who is an expert retina specialist and renowned doctor in LV Prasad Eye Institute. She had prevented thousands of kids becoming blind. Madam, namaste. We are happy to have you here in our studios to throw some light on the child blindness and its prevention and causes. First, let our listeners know about your specialty.
Thank you. Namaskar to you and to all the listeners of this program. I come from state of Jammu and Kashmir, having done my graduation there, and then post-graduation at PGI Chandigarh in ophthalmology. In 91, I joined LV Prasad Eye Institute, which is a WHO training center and one of the nodal agencies in both Telangana state and at the National Task Force for Newborn Eye Blindness and ROP. And I've been working in field of newborn blindness for last 25 years now.
Very happy to have you here, madam. To be precise, children, most importantly, newborn babies, how they get blindness or ROP related diseases.
So I think most important for everybody to know is that the blindness in babies, newborn babies, comes as a surprise to many people. They're like, blindness occurs in old people. Does it happen in babies?
Exactly.
The reason for this is that most of the blindness in babies is silent. There is nothing that the child will tell you that my vision is getting lost. So just imagine if the child has some heart problem, some lung problem, some stomach problem, it will show up. He will not feed, he will vomit, or he will become blue, or he will get breathless problem. But if his vision is going away, there is nothing from outside that you will know till he starts walking. And then by 6-7 months, you will know that child is blind. Till that time, parents feel child is seeing because the child keeps on moving their eyes. So that is one thing, that blindness in babies is silent. And we can pick up this blindness if we do a screening, if we do an eye examination. Now, if this eye examination is not done at birth or soon thereafter, we will miss the chance of preventing blindness. Commonest cause of blindness in newborns is cataract. Just like in adults we have cataract, we can have babies having cataract. Then we can have babies getting more serious problem like ROP, which is a blinding disease, a very serious disease.
Many of us might have known about the ROP disease. Is there any difference between the natural born babies and premature born babies as to the ROP issue is concerned?
Yeah, so you see, the first incubators in the world were set up in Boston Children's Hospital in 1945. And in 1946, the first ROP blind baby was detected from the same hospital. So it is very clear that ROP is not a natural disease. It doesn't happen in natural term babies in most of the cases. It is a disease which happens once we are artificially making these babies live in an artificial environment of the NICU or SNCU or in the incubators. So that environment doesn't provide the same environment as the mother's womb. The baby is supposed to be in the mother's womb for 9 months. Now, if the baby comes out early because of IVF treatment or mother is not healthy or whatever reason there is a premature birth, then these babies are brought up in a artificial environment where we are giving oxygen, where we are giving saline, where we are handling the baby, which was not so naturally. So it will cause a serious problem in the eye called as ROP.
Is there any relation between the prematurity period, that means 1 month before the due date or few months before the due date, like that? Is there any relation, madam?
So there are two factors. One is the amount of prematurity. Yes, the more premature a baby is, the more risk of ROP happening. Almost 50% of babies who are less than 1000 grams will get ROP, and also the severity of ROP. If baby is 600 gram, 1000 gram, it is 25 week, 27 week, 28 week, they are at the highest risk. But it doesn't mean that child who is born at 35 or 36 weeks cannot get ROP. The normal pregnancy is 40 weeks. So anybody less than 35 weeks, means less than 1 month from due date, is at high risk. The smaller the child, the earlier the delivery, the more complicated the body is, the more chance of ROP is also there.
That means it is proportional to the prematurity period and the weight of the newborn. And one unfortunate thing in our country is that many of our people live in rural areas where the levels of education is very less, and mothers, most of them will have birth in their homes. Very few people go to the nearby hospitals. The reasons may be more like not availability or not affordability. In such cases, what is the timeline to get screened whether their baby is having ROP or not?
I think the first thing I want to tell is that due to the excellent work of Government of India and the state governments under Janani Suraksha Karikram and Rashtra Bal Swasthya Karikram, there are more than 700 special care newborn units, one in every district. Larger district have 2 each. So the government is there. The facilities, also excellent facilities. You cannot imagine those facilities unless you go there. Even in tribal rural areas, these have been set up.
Spread over the country.
All over the country, in every district of the country. Special newborn care units, ASHA workers are working. They are trying to get institutional deliveries, especially of the preterm babies, and getting them admitted. And our survival rate is also increased. Our neonatal mortality was very high. Fortunately, in many districts, it has come to less than 13, which is what we want. Still, it is high in some districts. But the scene is changing. Day by day, it is changing. More and more neonates are surviving and they are in the hospital. So, this is a very good happening for our mothers, our children, and for ROP specialists, because now we don't have to go door to door to find these babies. At least those who are in the hospital, we should target. We are not able to reach all the babies in the hospital. So the baby who's in the hospital under this care, within 30 days, 30 din Roshni ke, 30 days to vision, that is our slogan. Just like Do Boon Zindagi ke. For polio, we are saying 30 din Roshni ke. Within 30 days, please see that the preterm baby is examined. Now what happens in these rural tribal areas is that the patient is discharged very early. They may be discharged within a week or 2 weeks. They may not wait till 30 days, doesn't matter. Before discharge, get one eye checkup done. And then counsel the parents, put up posters in the NICU area informing the patients in their local language that you have to come for ROP checkup within 30 days of birth. We have seen that once the parents know about the blindness and the risk, they are coming. The problem is that they are not getting the correct information.
Awareness.
Recently, we had a very nice case. This was a father with the triplets. He was born with triplets in a semi-rural area near Khammam, 200 miles from here.
In Telangana.
And he asked the doctor that, are you taking care of everything? Doctor said yes. Then this parent was very smart. Started checking what are the problems which premature babies can get. Just for his own knowledge. There he saw some videos on ROP and all. And then he asked the doctor, what is this ROP? Doctor said, no, some children get, you don't have to worry. But hearing that media information, he has gone and get his babies checked. And all the 3 babies were from 1 week of blindness. If they were not checked in a week, they would have gone blind.
Excellent.
And they came and we operated them. At 1.2 kg we have operated. It was very risky. But what I'm trying to say is that awareness is the key. If the parent knows that my child will go blind if I don't treat him, they will do everything to reach that doctor. If the doctor will come to them or they will go to the doctor. But awareness is very, very
Naturally,
important.
no parent wants his child to be blind. So if awareness is propagated, and they will surely come to the hospital.
So currently, most of the screening is happening by trained specialists. So now we are very fortunate that a made in India camera, they have made a camera. It costs about 10 to 12 lakh rupees, 14 lakhs. So many governments and many private people are now getting this camera. Now we can train the NICU nurses. We can train the health workers to use this camera, take the picture of the baby's retina and then send it digitally to the specialist who may be somewhere else. So this is possible. It is already being done. It needs to be scaled up. We are very fortunate that government of Telangana has, approached both LV Prasad Institute and private public partnerships where doctors and these cameras and the NICU staff, we are all working together. So the best model we had in Nilofer Hospital. So Nilofer Hospital 10 years back was not having its ROP screening. We are very proud that it is one of the first hospitals in the whole country, a children's care hospital, which has its own eye team, which has its own camera, its own laser, and it is showing the path that how the pediatricians and health workers can actually do the eye screening. It's like a eye stetho. Every doctor has a stethoscope to check the heart. You don't have a heart specialist to come and check heart for every baby. Same way, this needs to be scaled up. These technologies need to be improved further. Still, that camera is 12 lakhs. We want a camera which should be less than 1 lakh. It is possible. Somebody has to invent it, invest in it. If we have a camera which is less than 1 lakh, then every ASHA worker can, do that photograph of the baby's retina and we can then look at it.
Madam, do you feel that is there any regulatory restriction like all newborn babies, especially premature, must be screened within a certain timeline for this ROP? Then is it useful to prevent more child blindness?
So currently we don't have any law. I wish Parliament will pass a law just like they have the PNDT Act. Like that, Parliament should pass a law, because see, if the babies are born, they are not born blind. That is most important. They are not born blind.
Which is preventable.
They become blind after 20-30 days. And as I said, they are in the hospital. So they are in a catchment area. So if there was a law passed that no baby can be sent home without eye checkup.
Exactly.
Or, scale it up like the immunization program. So we are saying Do Boond Zindagi Ke. We are doing all the vaccination for the leg, for the arm, for the body. Why not for the eye? Where is the vision of the policymakers to say that just like you take care of the arm, you take care of the limbs by polio program, you take care of the eyes by ROP screening. Now the Health Ministry, Government of India, in 2014, they had a task force which was upgraded in 2016. We are very happy. All the governments have supported and they have come with national guidelines. We are very, very proud. The national guidelines by Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram under the leadership of Dr. Arun Singh in Delhi. It has come up with guidelines both for newborn eye screening, for all the diseases of newborn, defects at birth, and also of the ROP. So the guideline is there, the book is there. Now we need to operationalize it on the ground. And on the ground, the state governments have to do it, the eye specialists have to do it, the RBSK, the newborn health care workers, we all have to get together and do it.
At the grassroots level, it needs strengthening.
Strengthening and upscaling.
As a doctor who saved thousands of kids, especially newborn, from becoming blind, please elaborate what is ROP and what happens in the ROP issue.
So what happens is, see, the normal eye, it grows in the mother's womb, and the normal retina, which is the most critical part of the eye, which is like the film of the camera on which the image forms. And this is an irreplaceable part. There is no retinal transplant or eye transplant to cure if the retina gets damaged. So we can only prevent the retinal damage. So this retina grows in the mother's womb by 40-42 weeks. And in ROP, what happens? This retina growth stops because the baby comes out earlier.
Growth stops.
Stops and it starts bleeding inside the eye. This is silent. The retina detaches. And only after 5-6 months, the eye looks white. And that is the time they know that eye has a problem. But by that time, the whole story is gone. There is no cure once the retina is damaged. That child will be blind for 70 years of their life. Permanent blindness.
How many days it will take from the starting of ROP till a child becoming blind?
Usually the disease gives us a window of 2 weeks. Within 2 to 3 weeks, if we detect the disease and treat it, we can save from blindness. After that, day by day, it goes out of control. It's like a fire. You can stop the fire from burning the building in few minutes, hours. After that,
if it is right time.
If it is right time. And it is about 2 weeks. 2 weeks from the
so
onset
after that,
of the
nobody
disease.
can do anything.
We can do some surgeries, but the battle is already gone lost. Then we are only doing some repairing. Like if we don't give polio drops, child gets polio, the leg is damaged, then you give braces, you give Baisakhi, you give a wheelchair. You can't get that leg back.
What are the treatments, preventive treatments available for ROP as of now with your institute?
Yeah, so all over the country, we are having an Indian ROP society, and as I said, there's a national task force, so it's only not in our institute. All over the country, the fortunate thing is everybody has all the treatments available. The treatment is not that complicated. The treatments are one, to reduce the ROP. For that, we need good weight gain in the mother, good anemia control in the mother and the baby, proper oxygenation. So the oxygen should be regulated. It should not be uncontrolled oxygen. It has to be a very regulated oxygen.
From which month of the pregnancy mother needs to take care of it?
Right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. But especially before delivery, just if they are going to have premature delivery, they should receive steroids. This is a national program, antenatal steroids to mother. It protects the baby from breathing problem. It also improves the weight gain and it also prevents ROP. And then post-delivery, immediately in the first golden hour after delivery, how the baby was managed in the labor room, that is important, and then in the NICU, how it was managed. Its nutrition, express breast milk every 2 hours is absolutely essential for these newborn babies immediately after birth, and all the proper care. So fortunately, the Pediatric Society of India and the National Neonatology Forum of India, they have set up guidelines how to manage these babies in NICU so that they get minimum morbidity. See, they are going to get some problems because they are preterm, but how to make good standard care, that they are already doing. Once the baby gets ROP, we are treating with one, lasers, and second, injections. So with both the treatments, laser and injection, more than 90%, 95% cure we are getting. Only condition is parents have to come for follow-up. It is not a one-time treatment. Every 2 weeks they have to come. We have to follow. Parents keep on asking me, Madam, how many times I have to come? I said, don't ask me that question. Till the eye is completely grown well and we are 100% sure that baby is seeing, you have to come for follow-up. It will be every 2 weeks, every month, 3 months, 6 months. At least till they start going to school, they start reading. We know that because they may need glasses, they may need other treatments. So follow-up is very, very critical, and they don't have to all follow up in the tertiary center. Once the acute phase is over, they can be followed up by their local eye specialist.
And as you said, madam, the mother care means pregnant mother care and the newborn child care. Do you feel that our Indian gynecologists and neonatologists, they do have the protocol with them?
So the gynecologists, yes, as I said, the national guidelines are there that antenatal steroids to all high-risk mothers have to be given, what steroid, what dose, everything is there. I hope most of the gynecologists and the Gynecology and Obstetric Society of India are pushing these agendas. I know that a lot of mothers are now receiving. In rural area, it may be lesser. I'm sure it will catch up. National Neonatology Forum, they are absolutely on track. They are pushing these agendas. The Indian Academy of Pediatrics is also now trying, but there are gaps there. Because many of the pediatricians, they are not trained in neonatal care, but they are taking care of our newborns because they are in the rural areas. So they are now getting courses in neonatal care. So more and more people are learning, but the ROP care is still little less, more, people who are not very well specialized. That is where I think the role of media comes, the role of the
Print
governments
media.
come, the print media, the TV media, the radio media. I mean, the media communicators, when they communicate and from the ground the parents start asking for the service, then the doctors will also start reading and saying that yes, what is the service, So both ways it has to come. It has to come from professionals like us who will push the agenda. It has to come from public also and government also to ask for these services. Then when we meet together, we can give very good outcome to these babies.
Once ROP is diagnosed, how is the expenditure on the treatment of the baby? Is it accessible for the common people, madam?
So, as I said, that a lot of government hospitals are now offering in our state. Nilofar Hospital, Gandhi Hospital, and even Nalgonda Hospital. So in government hospital also it is freely available. Many of the hospitals like our LV Prasada Institute, we are giving free treatment to all the government babies and all the poor strata of society. So what I want to say is that if any doctor comes across a baby who cannot afford treatment, please find out. All India Institute is there, PGI is there, lot of government institutes, they are offering free treatment, very good treatment, very active and prompt treatment is available. All the doctors are very active. They know this is an emergency. Even during corona times, they are on the job. They didn't stop this work in most of the government and NGO hospitals. The treatment is not as expensive as the neonatal care. So if you compare that for neonatal care or for IVF, people are spending 2-3 lakh rupees. The ROP care is for 8,000, 10,000, 15,000 rupees if it is done in the early phase. So if it is done early, then the cost is also less and the treatment is also simpler.
As a corona warrior, please let our listeners know what is the effect of corona on this issue.
I think corona was a big challenge for us because firstly, as soon as the corona came, there was a lockdown, both on the medical service and on the public. And in our hospital, immediate thought was what to do with ROP. Because for ROP, we have to go from center to center. It is an outreach program. We go from one hospital to another. So the first thought of the management was close down ROP. But we were able to put across that this is an emergency service. We cannot allow these children to go blind. So immediately a task force went into the nitty-gritty, what we will do, how we will do. I'm very proud that Dr. Samira Nayak from our Vijayawada center, she constructed an ROP safety box. She made this box in which the baby can be placed and we can safely screen the baby so that the mother, the child and the doctor and the nurses don't get infected by corona. So this helped us to scale up the thing, and then the Indian ROP Society made immediate guidelines, new guidelines. This was a new challenge. We didn't know what to, but we were able to formulate very quickly guidelines. All of us got very together along with the research, Dr. Ashok Devrari from the Pediatric Society, National Neurology Forum. So all of us who really care for these babies, their blindness, we all got together, made national guidelines for corona, and we were able to deliver care. I am very happy that many state government chief ministers on Twitter, they helped us to get the ambulance through the lockdown, the police, the state barriers. We were able to push through these babies to come. Even from Bangladesh, parents were asking, and we were able to pass them through the lockdown and they could come for treatment. But unfortunately, many parents did not come out of their house. They did not use these opportunities to reach out to the ministers or use the social media to cry out that my baby is getting blind. How do I reach my doctor? And they have gone blind. We are every day now seeing the babies who have gone blind in last 2 years. They are now coming out and coming to us. There is nothing we can do for them. More than 500 babies we have seen who have become blind because they could not access care during corona, or they were scared. They were scared that even the doctor told you go, tie up the baby in a bag and take the baby and get it treated, but they did not come out. So
it is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is there any day attributed to ROP like ROP Day?
So we have the World Prematurity Day, which is celebrated every year on November 17th. Just recently it passed and we did a big, media campaign on that day. So the World Prematurity Day by WHO puts the spotlight on the premature babies, and we don't want to have the eye outside the body. So on that day, we are saying that the intact newborn, the newborn with its eyes, ears, brain, heart, lungs, nutrition, cognition, walking, talking, speech, everything has to come together, and this newborn premature baby is on the spotlight. They need more care, they need more attention, they need more awareness how to take care of the whole thing as a whole, not in parts. Yes, I know Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam, that eyes are the vision to the world. And also in a newborn baby, it's the eyes through which the baby develops. Because the baby sees you smiling, it smiles. The baby sees you talking, it talks. So eyes are very critical in the newborn period for the baby to learn and develop. So the developmental delay will happen if the baby not see. But the eyes are part of the whole baby. So we don't have a special World ROP Day. But yes, the World Prematurity Day focuses on ROP also and everything also.
As per your experience, please tell us what are the myths parents are having for coming forward to the treatment of their kids?
So I think what we have learned in last 20 years, and we have published also both from Telangana and from Odisha, that because ROP is a new disease relatively, previously there were no NICUs, and as you said in rural areas there are no SNCUs, so they don't know about ROP. So what happens is many times the grandparents, in India that culture is there that it's not the parents who take the decision. So even if the doctor tells the mother that you have to come for eye checkup, the grandmother, mother-in-law, uncles, everybody will say, no, why you are going for eye checkup? Baby is fine. These doctors do extra tests. It is some research, or they just want to make money. So that is what is the discourse in the house.
Physically, baby looks nice.
Baby looks normal, and baby is seeing also. Actually, at birth, the baby has potential vision, and they are not blind. As I said, they are not blind at birth. So they are actually looking around, and they look to be perfectly normal. So more worry in the parents and the grandparents and the family mind is baby is too small. Don't take it out. Why should so many doctors, handle the baby? Baby is fine. They are just trying to do some extra tests on your baby or research. So these are myths, and these people who are talking about this have no idea because they have never heard of this disease on the media. So there is a lack of awareness. They have not seen this disease in their neighborhood, so they are not aware that this is what happens. And unfortunately, we are trying to reach out to these people by putting up posters. I think it is very important in all the NICU, SNCU where the baby is delivered, because parents, grandparents, they are coming, they can see the posters and they should ask. So even the parents, if somebody in the family says don't take for checkup, at least they should ask the doctor how critical it is, why you are asking for this test, what will happen if I don't test. So if there is a dialogue, then it will help. Every doctor is so much busy and so much overwhelmed with patient. If you go to a pediatric hospital, one doctor and 300 babies. So he cannot explain to every baby, every grandmother, every grandparent that this is critical. So posters will help, information will help. But I think this myth has to be broken that ROP is a blinding disease. And not only ROP, even the eye cancer, which is called retinoblastoma, even the congenital cataract. There are so many other newborn diseases which we have not talked about, where also it is silent. But the mother is the first one who notices something wrong. So she will notice that child is not seeing well, or child is not smiling at me when she is feeding, or there's some white color in the eye. So they are noticing the disease 2-3 months before the other people in the family start noticing. And they are telling about it to the family, but family is not responding. Family thinks, oh, mother is too much involved with the child. She is seeing something which is not there. She wants to go out and do extra tests. So these are some of the myths, barriers that we have to overcome. And this can be done only if celebrities, media, they come up and
Awareness grows.
grows the awareness, so that people also feel comfortable and they know that eye checkup has to be done. Just see, the grandparents are not stopping from vaccination now, which they used to do 20 years back. Now they know polio drop dena hai, they know that vaccination has to be done. Every common person in this country, whether they are doctors or not doctors, they know that when a newborn child is born, vaccination follows. Same way we want that every parent, every person in this country should know that if a newborn child is born, its eye checkup has to be done. It has to be done at birth for all the babies. It has to be done within 30 days for ROP, which is a specialized test. It has to be done for all babies who are born to parents who have eye problems or whose brothers or sister were blind. Even we are seeing that elder brother is blind, the next child has not been checked for eye and they again become blind. So in a family, 2-3 children will be blind, whereas we could have stopped this blindness, newborn blindness of other causes, if the newborn baby was screened on time. So if there is what we call a syndromic baby means baby has problem in some other organ. Let's say the doctor detects that baby has a problem in the brain or heart or legs or hearing. They can also have eye problem in very high numbers, and again these eye problems are silent. And so any child who has a problem at birth in any organ of the body, their retina, their eye must be checked. Always it must be checked, because so many times we find that the eye problem gets detected much later. Whereas if it was checked at birth, we could have treated it very easily by surgery or laser or injection, and we could have cured it. When they come late, we can't cure them.
So everybody should know that prevention is always better. As a savior of thousands of kids' vision, we wish, Madam, God may bless you with more energy and efficiency to save the lives of more kids. Thank you for coming over to the studios of All India Radio.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I hope that this program will help at least some parents to remove their myths and come forward and get their baby's eye checked within 30 days. 30 दिन रोशनी के.
Thank you, Madam.